The pipe organ is typically associated with formal concert halls and church music, traditional works by Baroque composers like Bach. But one musician is broadening the instrument's reputation and has gotten over 1 million people to tune in. Our senior arts correspondent, Jeffrey Brown, with help from our friends at Maine Public, went to experience this in Portland. It's part of our Arts and Culture series, Canvas.
A lone musician at the console of an instrument capable of enormous and enormously varying sounds. Hands and feet flying across the keyboards.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for coming. I am so excited about this.
It's become a most unexpected phenomenon, playing out before packed audiences.
Hello, I'm here at the Sydney Opera House.
And gaining large followings on social media.
I got given this baby Trader Joe's bag, and it's the perfect size for my organ shoes.
For the traditional pipe organ, something big is happening, and Anna Lapwood is helping lead the way.
It's a novelty that people haven't been given the opportunity to understand because it's been impossible to get them close enough. But now with social media, we can bring 1 million people close enough just through a phone. They come to the concerts. They come and they want to hear what you're talking about, and they want to understand, and they have questions.
They want to see it live and real.
And they want to feel it. They want to feel the room shaking.
We got a glimpse of the Lapwood effect recently in Portland, Maine, as she prepared for the final performance of a U.S. tour playing the Koczmar organ, built for the city in 1912. There's a lot going on here, right?
There's quite a lot going on, particularly an organ of this size, actually, because we have 5 keyboards, 5 manuals. You've got the full pedal board. You have all of the different stops, these are called stops, that control the sounds.
Ahead of the performance, she spent more than 18 hours registering the organ.
For every moment of the concert, you have to choose the sounds you want. You have to basically audition the different sounds. For this program, about 350 different settings, all of which have to be programmed individually.
And this is a completely new organ for you, right?
It is.
So you are getting to know this instrument?
Every organ is totally different. It's a bit like sort of speed dating. And you have to like try and get to know the personality of the organ as quickly as possible, and then figure out what that organ wants you to say with the music.
Lapwood's classical music credentials, Bach and all, are impeccable. Now the official organist at London's Royal Albert Hall, she was the first female organ scholar at Magdalen College in Oxford. Later director of music at Pembroke College, Cambridge. She tried many instruments in childhood. Somehow it was the organ, which she sometimes refers to as a machine, that offered a new kind of connection to audiences and more.
It is a way to connect with them, but I think for me it's been a way to connect with myself and figure out who I want to be on stage.
What does that mean?
I feel the most free, natural version of myself. I feel so much more free than I do in normal life, to be perfectly honest. It is the freest version of myself on stage because it's the music which is just like a glove in my mind. It is just me.
When you're playing, do you feel yourself part of the machine, or?
I just feel like my body has suddenly expanded and this living thing around me is part of me.
And it was her own love of movies and film scores that offered a way to reach new audiences.
The thing I give the biggest credit for the shift in how people perceive the organ is the film Interstellar. Suddenly, people hear the organ in a totally different context. They hear the beauty of it, they hear the sensitivity of it. If you count how many times a day you hear the Interstellar soundtrack scrolling on TikTok or Instagram, everyone knows that music. It has brought the organ front and center into public consciousness.
popularity she's gained has also led her into some unexpected places, performing with contemporary artists from other musical genres, including a collaboration with the electronica musician Bonobo.
Toccata and Fugue in D minor.
They heard me practicing and came on stage.
They're like, this is so cool. Oh, wouldn't it be cool if we included the organ in our set tomorrow?
So I ended up joining the show with no notice. And it was so far outside my comfort zone. I had no idea what I was getting myself in for.
Yeah.
And then there were these soaring strings. And I just started crying. The wool had just been pulled from over my eyes. And I went, oh my gosh, the musical world is about 70 million times larger than I'd ever imagined it could be. No one knew I was going to be doing it, and the crowd just erupted.
Clearly behind all this, Lapwood's personal effervescence, love of her instrument,
Lord of the Rings. This is the biggest project I've ever done.
and desire to communicate directly with her audience, including regular posts of behind the scenes of her life and work, and middle-of-the-night rehearsals, often the only time she can access these special and unique instruments. It's paying off with more than 4 million followers across platforms. Is that a phenomenon that still surprises you?
All the time.
All the time?
It's so strange. I always say there's like Anna Lapwood and there's Anna, right?
Who's here with me?
Oh, somewhere in the middle, I think. Probably a little mix. Yeah. I try to bring as much as I can over. And I think there's something that people like about that because it feels like it gives them permission to be the most authentic version of themselves as well.
The Portland concert had ticket holders come from 43 states and 4 foreign countries.
Hello. Hi. Can I give you a hug?
And she greeted many of them for more than 2 hours after the concert ended.
She just exudes this enthusiasm.
Hi. How are you? I'm fine, and you?
Her energy, it's just magnetic.
Chloe, well, come this way, come this way, come this way, yes.
The way she lights up, she's so entertaining to watch.
Lapwood's growing audiences online and in halls around the world are more than happy with what and how she's playing. For the PBS News Hour, I'm Jeffrey Brown in Portland, Maine.
Support journalism you trust. Support PBS News. Donate now, or even better, start a monthly contribution today.